Hello, everybody. My name is Adélaïde. I'm professor in Clermont University and member of Sustainable IT Institute in France. So, first, the context. Climate changes make our economy very, very vulnerable. COVID crisis highlights the fragility of industrial system with production shutdown and the need of relocalize industrial production. In this context, territories must then develop their own productive autonomy and also develop local industrial options. For that, we have to diversify production. So the key idea comes from a colleague, Arnaud Florentin, is based on the productive forest. It means that the industrial economy can be seen as a forest with several points. Each point is a product made in the country according to the harmonized systems, and these points are linked, and each link is a path to a more complex product. So, from that, we can build a product space. Here we have two examples. The example of my mother country, Ivory Coast in Africa. We can see the production. Gray points are products that are not made in Ivory Coast. And colored points are products that are made in Ivory Coast. So we have a poor production, a poor prosperity. And here we have the production in France with lots of products. And these products are linked each other. This is based on the produce space theory from the growth lab in Harvard. That means that prosperity of nations depends on the diversity and complexity of the product space. So, in my team, we have challenged the question. We have lots of data, and we have also artificial intelligence methods. So the key question is, can open data and AI promote the transformation of productive systems to become more resilient? It means that, one, we have to identify the productive know-how of a country, of regions, of a city, of an agglomeration. Two, the second challenge is to propose diversification options for companies. Third, we want to identify human resource needs. To make production, we need people. Third, we want to identify industrial communities. The key idea behind this question is to relocate industry. Relocate industry has an impact that it will reduce imported gas emission for a country, from a region, for an agglomeration. And we have developed an open source platform with the company Open Studio, and this platform is called Atlas of Productive Synergies. To that, we have analyzed open data from the public staff. So we have lots of data, product space, data on employment, financial data, wage size, export statistics, industrial production, economical activities. And we have to create corpus with transformers, Word2Vec, to agglomerate data, to identify communities with clustering, deep graph learning, and also recommend synergies between companies for future partnerships. Here are examples from my regions, which is called Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes. So it is a region in France, the second industrial region in France. And here we have the first results. We've shown that we have adapted the product space from the nation to the regions to identify synergies between companies. By analyzing data, we also provide synergies. These synergies are illustrated by the link between the companies in the graph. So when you go to the platform, you can identify a company, and you can have, for example, for a company Salomon, which makes shoes, you have this kind of graphic. Here in violet, you can see in the platform the local suppliers and also the local customers related to the production of Salomon. For example, if you want to change the material of the shoes, the systems will train and also analyze data to recommend organic materials, for example, and so on. We have also created a kind of product space, but related to job space. So we have analyzed employment data, and we have a graph, which means that if you want to find people to work in the company, you can calculate the number of months, the number of years you have to develop a training to the company. And also, this is the actual work in my team, is to consider the local ecosystem. If you want to produce locally, you have to create local ecosystems. And to identify local ecosystems, you have to identify key players. You have to identify peoples that are able to join the team, to help you to develop, to diversify your productions. And AI help us to predict links that are not exist between nodes to develop new products. So it will be the conclusion. The Atlas for Productive Space, Productive Synergies is a tool, a website tool, open source tool to identify industrial know-how and global value chains. It's related to IT for Green to support territories towards diversified climate economy. Now we evaluate recommendations given by the platforms, and the next step for us will be to apply these platforms to the car manufacturing, because in several years some people, some companies in car manufacturing will change. And we have also a perspective on circular economy. We want to introduce waste, data waste, from waste in the treatment, and recommend companies capable of managing the waste produced by another company in the area to consider the circular economy. And we want also predict the waste likely to be produced by company in the agglomeration or region and so on. Thank you so much.